Subscribe to Be Real TV.
Yes guys, what's going on? So today we've got on the line a very respected trainer in the boxing world, Kenny Porter, the father of Shawn Porter. Kenny, how you doing first of all? You okay?
Everything is good, thank you.
Now, Kenny, first of all, let's just talk a little bit about Shawn Porter. He's got his fight coming up with Adrien Broner. Could you talk to us a little bit how that fight got made and the steps that were involved?
You know what? From my understanding, this was not a fight that Adrien Broner was trying to make happen. It was not a fight that Shawn Porter was trying to make happen.
Mm-hmm.
NBC TV was looking for a big fight. They had a big fight date. The MGM Grand was looking for a big fight. And the opportunity presented itself. We said yes. So, that's how the fight got together. The fight got together by the fans and NBC and also the MGM Grand wanting a big fight.
Now, Kenny, obviously the fight, it's we know Adrien Broner fights at 140. Shawn Porter has fought at 165 in the amateurs. Am I correct in saying the weight is going to be 144 pounds catch weight? Is that right?
Yes, that's the catch weight plus a pound. Adrien Broner was a welterweight champion. He beat Paulie Malignaggi for the 147-pound welterweight championship. So, he wants to make it a catchweight fight, but we agreed to it, knowing that he would have to he'd have to fight us if we'd agreed to it. So we agreed to it so we could make the fight. So it was something that he wanted in order to maybe secure an advantage.
So, Kenny, could you talk to us about the rehydration clause and what's going on with that and where we stand with, like how much can you rehydrate? Is it unlimited or what's the score with that?
With the day of the fight, where there's a second weigh-in the morning of the fight, and you cannot be above 10 pounds. For us, that's not a problem because Shawn does not go above 10 pounds on fight day.
Okay. So, Kenny, obviously, like Shawn Porter, he's fought as high as 165 pounds in the amateurs, from my understanding. How do you guys plan on getting down to 144, and could that be a little bit of an issue for you?
No, we don't see it as being an issue. There's a lot of different things that went on with Shawn when he was boxing at a higher weight as an amateur that most people won't understand. Number one, he was playing football, and so he was not, a guy that was living a boxing lifestyle year-round, and his weight went up because of football. So no longer participating in football, he changed his diet, and he immediately came in, to his junior middleweight weight class, but he was coming in there light. He was coming in there at 152 and 151 pounds. So it's not a problem for us to make 147. We do have to make an adjustment to make 144.
Cool. So, Kenny, obviously, like when Shawn Porter burst onto the scene with the fight against Devin Alexander, Paulie Malignaggi, people were talking about him as the next mini Mike Tyson in the welterweight division. Do you plan on bringing that explosiveness to the Adrien Broner fight, or have you changed things in the camp, and do you plan on taking a different approach to this fight?
Well, Shawn is a very versatile fighter, and depending upon who we're fighting in the fight style and the strategy for that fight, he may change and look different. So, we expect there's going to be points in the fight against Adrien that Shawn is going to box, but we also expect there to be points in the fight where, he's pressuring Adrien, and if Adrien can't handle that pressure, we expect to get him out of there.
Now, Kenny, obviously, Shawn, he fought over here we've got Kell Brook from Sheffield. You guys fought for the IBF welterweight title.
Right.
There was a few, like when I saw the fight, it was a very, very close fight, but Shawn Porter got counterpunched quite a lot from Kell Brook. Adrien Broner can counterpunch a little bit. What have you changed in camp in regards to the head movement of Shawn Porter, defense, and just being a bit more cautious of the counterpunching? Have you changed anything?
No. Why do you think Kell Brook held Shawn Porter so much?
I think obviously because Shawn Porter was very strong in the inside, so Kell Brook
didn't want to get hit. That's the reason why he held him. So do you think we could have came to England and held Kell Brook and won a title? I don't think we could have went to England and held Kell Brook and won a title. So I don't have to change what Shawn is doing for the punches that are being landed on him. I do have to change what Shawn is doing when people are trying to hold him. So we do have things that we've worked on for the holding. We think Kell Brook is a pretty good fighter, but he's a much better holder than he was puncher. I don't see a point in that fight where he knocked Shawn down or he had Shawn on the ropes or he was doing anything that we felt that we couldn't deal with other than the holding. Nothing more than that. So he got a decision. He has no interest in rematching us. He's fought one guy already. He's already ready to fight another guy. He has absolutely no interest in rematching us, and that's okay because the Kell Brook-Shawn Porter fight was a good fight, but the Shawn Porter-Adrien Broner fight is going to be an even better fight. And Kell Brook, you know, he can have that title, and hopefully things will work out for him, and he'll continue to reign as champion. And one day we'll get a chance to rematch.
Hopefully. I really want to see that fight because for me the fight was very, very close. It could have gone either way. I just want to ask you, Kenny, as well. Obviously, Amir Khan, he's got his fight coming up against Chris Algieri in New York. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about Kell Brook and Amir Khan fighting. You guys have been in camp with Amir several times, from what I understand, and you've obviously been in the ring with Kell Brook. What's your thoughts on Amir Khan, Kell Brook? Who would win that fight for you, and what do you think about that?
Well, we've never sparred Amir Khan. We have been in the gym with him. I have seen him. I've been around him. I first met Amir Khan when he was 16 years old in international competitions. He's a very good fighter. I believe that Kell Brook is a pretty good fighter as well. Obviously, now that he's the IBF champion, the last guy he just fought, Jojo Dan, and now he successfully defended that against Jojo Dan, and now he's getting ready to fight the kid Frankie Gavin. He's putting himself in line to get a fight with Amir Khan whenever they, finally decide to make that fight. At this point in time, I don't really know who will win the fight. I think if we see more out of Kell, with the higher level competition, then will be a better deciding factor for me. Right now, I'm not sure who will win the fight.
Cool. Just one final question regarding back to Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner, there was a lot of talk of him becoming the next big thing in boxing since his fights against Emmanuel Taylor, which was very close. His loss against Marcus Maidana, a close fight against Paulie Malignaggi. Do you think Adrien Broner is a little bit overrated? And obviously you're going to be taking him seriously, but do you think that he is a little bit overrated?
I think you started off your question with the big talk, Adrien becoming the big talk, the next big thing, and that's what it amounts to. It's big talk, and he hasn't had the success that you need to see in the top-level fight in order for him to fulfill the talk. So right now, he still has a big name. He's a very popular fighter. But he's going to have to, be, spectacular and win against Shawn Porter to be able to move on to that next level. And that's not going to be an easy task, especially since, we had our loss against Kell Brook. Since then, we never lost any focus, never lost any dedication, but we have increased everything we've done in every way. So, he's got a good name. He's an exciting guy. He's a loud and, charismatic fighter. But at the end of the night, you've got to, put it all together in the ring against a tough guy like Shawn Porter. And we'll see what happens on fight night.
Right, Kenny Porter, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it. Do you want to give a shout on behalf of Shawn and yourself to all the UK fans? Because I know you gained a lot of UK fans, obviously, when you fought Kell Brook.
Yeah, we love UK fans. We love the UK. We expect to be coming back there. You guys can give us an invitation. We'd love to come. We'd love to come and see Kell. So please let us know when the invitation is there. We'll be on that flight.
Subscribe to Be Real TV.